Spartans, Holly Christmas Assistant Principal here, and I am here to talk about our first day of school this Thursday, September 3rd. And I just want to remind you all that it is going to be okay. This, I promise you. So, we are distant, but our connection is strong. We're here for you, and we're going to help us get through this. It's going to start out maybe a little rocky, a little hard, a little like, wow, we've never done this before. But I promise you, like anything, once we get past that new learning, we're going to be rolling with it, and you're going to be used to how we are doing school this fall. So, in this video, hopefully under 10 minutes, I'd really like it to be under 8, I want to give you a quick overview of what your days will look like. And we're going to know you're successful if you're actively participating each and every day here at Stanwood Middle School. So here we go. I want to talk about this first day, how to wake up and get ready, how to log into your Google account, how to check your email, your Google Classroom, and do your work, and finally the daily schedules you're going to see. There is a plan for every single day. All right, this Thursday, September 3rd, is our first day of school. And here's what the science says. Science and psychologists agree that the more you treat it like school, the more it will feel like school and the more successful you're going to be. So you'll note that it says from 7:40 to 10:40 every single day, students are going to work on assignments from Google Classroom. That means get up, have breakfast, get ready, change out of your pajamas. Now, I know personally speaking that last spring there were a few days that I did work without really changing that much. I brushed my teeth, I went to work, but that act of getting ready, it totally helps and it makes you feel more successful. So let's talk about Google, the center, the hub, where all the magic happens. You're going to want to sign in to your Google account each and every day in order to access the information. So a quick reminder that how to log in is you log in with the first 5 letters of your last name, then the first 3 letters of your first name, 000 at k12.scsd.ac, and then your password is going to be capital S exclamation point and your lunch code number. If you don't know your lunch code number, give us a call in the office and our fabulous office staff will help you with that to where you can log in and be at the heart of our learning. First thing you're going to want to do every single day is check your email. Now, on this first day of school, if you haven't logged in yet, you are going to have a ton of important information and updates from your teachers. What you're really going to see is 6 invites from your teachers to join all of your Google Classrooms. Now, if you're missing an invite because your schedule got changed and the teacher forgot to invite you, be sure to send them an email because you don't want to be left out. Call the office if you're confused. We'll point you in the right direction. In addition to those 6 classes, you're also going to see an invite from me and Mr. Clunt to your class of 2025 or 2026 or 2027 class. And I'm going to talk a lot more about your class of Google Classroom. Be sure to accept all the invitations to your classroom so you can get going on the work. Now, after you check your email, you're going to see something that looks a little like this, where all your classes are. Once you click on a class, you're going to want to click on the classwork tab because that is truly where you start cooking with gasoline, my friends. This is where you will see the assignments and the videos and all the information you need in order to be successful. Again, I've mentioned it before, you are also going to want to make sure you accept the invitation for your class of classroom. Why? Because every single day there will be daily announcements, a check-in, and something called a character dare, and I'll talk about that more in a minute. And on Wednesdays, this is where you will see all the work for the class meeting. And I know you 8th graders and 7th graders love class meetings. I want to briefly remind you of Google Meet etiquette, meaning your manners. Mute yourself unless you're supposed to be talking. When you have a question, let your teacher know in the chat box or raise your hand. When you're contributing, use the chat feature if it's not your turn to talk. And if it is your turn to talk, look directly at the camera and mute yourself or unmute yourself when it is called for. Above all else, be patient. Now, your Google Meet schedule looks a lot like this because this is it. On Mondays and Thursdays, you will go to periods 1, 3, and 5, and the meets start at 11:15, then 12:15, then 1:15. On Tuesdays and Fridays, you're going to go to periods 2, 4, and 6. I'm going to talk explicitly about Wednesdays here in a minute, but remember that in Google Classroom is where you will find how to get to those meets with your teachers on a daily basis. Now, they will be taking attendance at the meets, and so it's important to show up on time, and if you can't show up, let your teachers and let the office know why you weren't able to make the meet. Wednesdays. You're going to notice that there's student office hours starting at 8:30 in the morning till 10:30 in the morning, and you can see which classes are going to have office hours when. That is up to you. If you need to go and talk to a teacher about questions that you have, then you're going to go to the office hours, ask your questions, get your help, and go back and finish up your work. Now, you'll notice that there's meet times for meetings for your 6th grade class, your 7th grade class, and your 8th grade class, plus advisory. Yes, advisory is happening. And towards the end of this week is when you're going to get an invitation from your advisory teacher. If not at the end of this week, next Tuesday you'll get an invitation from your advisory teacher to join your advisory class. They're not on your schedules yet. That's coming, my friends, I promise you. I mentioned earlier about character dares. This year, you are going to be seeing stuff from Character Strong all year long. And September is the month of kindness. Those of you who know me know that I talk about kindness all the time. This first character challenge for day 1 is something for you to think about. For 10 minutes, think about, maybe write down one thing you loved about your past self, one thing you love about your present self, and one thing you love about your future self. So imagine this. If you're a 6th grader, you can think about something you loved about yourself when you were in elementary school. And now you can think about something you love yourself about now that you are a first-day Spartan. And then, what are you going to love about yourself in the future? Think about it and write it down. One final thought. We can do hard things. This first couple of weeks is a learning curve for all of us. We're going to be focusing on making sure you know how to do the tech and who you are and getting to know you virtually. But we promise we can do these hard things because eventually we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty and the rigor of our classrooms and some hardcore learning. And you can do it. We know you can. We want to remind you that Mr. Clint and I are here for you. We are just an email away. Our office is open. Call us and let us know how we can help you. There's no reason that you need to be confused or confuzzled and not ready to go. You've got this, Spartans. We know you can do it. That's it for now. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. The choices you make today shape your world tomorrow. You've got it, Spartans. Talk to you soon.